So as I mentioned, now is a good time to take a look at our light body, which is that eternal part of you that never dies and was never born. It has always existed. It is now in this physical form for this lifetime. It's a hard thing for people to get their head around, but it is the case, and it is the soul. Now, things that I say today, if they resonate with you, fine. You don't have to believe everything I say. What I'm basically trying to, I guess, share an experience with you all based on experiences and the types of things that I have studied and felt myself. And I think it's nice to have this group together. The energy that we will be creating will be more than just our individual energy. So also take advantage of that and try to feel everything. We're going to go through some things rather quickly because this is not a class, for example, on how chakras work or what they are, but I will be talking about them. And so focus on the energy behind my words and not on the words themselves, and see if you can start to actually feel energy as it goes through your body, because your homework is going to be to run the energies a couple of times every day for the rest of your life, so that you start to create a channel for the energy that is around you and within you. We're going to have a little prayer prep, then I will say a prayer. Then we're going to start the energy runnings, and we're going to do it not only within your body, but also your transpersonal chakras, which exist below you, above you, and actually continue throughout the universe. The ones that are closer to your body, obviously, are the ones that you identify with. So we have several people that we want to put into our prayer circle tonight. We have the people who are on our prayer list, who are Luz and Blanca, Marianne, and especially Larry Adams, who is our lead minister in Baltimore, who is in hospital and could benefit greatly from our prayers. So include all of those people today in our circle. And since most of you are muted, out loud, include all the people that you would like to have come today. Because our focus, the moment you bring the person into the circle, all of us will be focusing on their energy. If they need healing, if they need some support, if they're in a difficult time of their life, let's include them and see if we can help them through this very difficult thing we call life. So I have people that I would like to include, which is my sons and my grandsons. And then we will include all the people that you include right now. Say them out loud in your room. Thank you. So now we will say the prayer that the Rays of Healing uses quite often, which is non-denominational and very spiritually based. So Infinite Spirit, thank you for being with us, for being around us, for flowing through us. We ask that we be centered and cleared, aligned, grounded, connected. And everything that we do tonight is going to help us with that mission of being clear and connected to the all that is, so that it can flow through us and manifest easily in this world, in everything that we do and we say and we feel, because we are becoming aware now of our energy, and now we have a responsibility to correctly manage it, to be aware of what comes out of our mouths and how we treat people, because everywhere we walk, we are walking with the golden footsteps of the divine, and people will follow us if we choose to lead, and we are all leaders. So I have a harp here. You're not going to be able to hear really the sound of it very well, but think of yourself as a harp string. For a harp string, you are unique in the universe. There is no other sound like you. You exist on that sound, on that tonality. The energy vortices that are in your body exist on that harp string. And as I mentioned before, you have energy vortices below and above your body that also exist on this harp string. So that when you pluck it, it resonates throughout the whole universe. Others that come close to you will sometimes set up a vibrational tone with you and affect you, which is why sometimes you don't like being near certain people, or you like being near certain people. You can feel the resonance with them. So you are responsible for the maintenance of your harp string. Just as you take care of your physical body with nutrition, exercise, medications, seeing a doctor, seeing other practitioners, healing yourself, you also have a responsibility for your spiritual body. And so when you can start to appreciate it, feel it, and work on it, and every day incorporate practices that will energize and activate it, then you will become a much happier and more whole human being. So we're going to activate what we call the dragon cord. And everything that I do has sort of come from somebody else. This is all not brand new to me, but I have put it together in a way that I think makes sense. So Rudolf Steiner had a hierarchy of angels, and we're going to use his hierarchy to talk about the transpersonal chakras or energy vortices that exist below and above our physical body. So we're going to start with the ones below our body. So take a couple deep breaths, because I'd like you to close your eyes and start to focus on the energies that I'm going to be activating and putting forth into the energy field. And I'm hoping that you can feel them and that they will begin to activate in you the energy vortices that exist. This cord runs from 10 feet below your feet to about 10 feet above your feet. So we will now drop down, 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 down to a spot 10 feet below your feet. And your bottoms of your feet should be tingling, because the energy is going to be coming up through the bottom of your feet into your body as we work on this exercise. So the dragon cord comes down from your physical body to this place 10 feet below, which is an area where the seraphim, the most highly developed beings in the spiritual hierarchy, hold a sphere of energy that rotates in a circular manner, and it grounds you and it holds you in physicality. It is unique to a human being because we are in human 3D form. So feel this lowest sphere of energy that is circulating. And as you feel all of these spheres, note what they are like to you. Are they rough? Are they smooth? Do they move freely? Do they have little catches? Is there something here that needs your attention? Today, we're going to activate. When I say that, I mean you're like blowing wind on a dusty table, and all the dust is going to come up, and we're going to scoop it up and remove it. But it's something that you can be aware of and do for yourself over time. As we remove these today, there will be a clearing. And this is what you need to gauge, feel what it's like, and then come back and fix it if it needs to be fixed in the future. So we have the seraphim who are monitoring this particular field of energy. Now we're going to raise ourselves up about a foot. So we're coming closer to the body. And this is where the cherubim come, and they fly around and they make noises and they rustle like the movement of the rustling winds and the leaves and the morning stars. And you can feel there's a difference between the seraphim and the cherubim. Just feel what it is like. And you are also pushing up all the debris, all the things that don't need to be in this sphere, up into the air. We will collect them later. And we come up another foot, and we come to the thrones. The angels known as the thrones are responsible for this area of energy. Feel them moving. What is it like to be in this area with the thrones? Is it different? Does it feel qualitatively different than it did with the cherubim? Is it lighter? Are the colors different? I'm going to stay here just a little bit more because this seems to be an area that either all of you like very much and want to stay, or it's an area that perhaps needs a little bit of clearing. And now we come up another foot to the Caritatis, the angels of wisdom. A very sacred place is this, for this is where the eye of God comes down below your feet and begins to see what it is like to be grounded, to be in a human body. It is an experience that not many angels have. And so sometimes they can seem a little cold and not empathetic because they have not had your experience. And in a way that is perhaps a benefit because you can be more objective with them. But sometimes it's hard for them to understand you. So this is a place where you can go to ask them for wisdom, and you as a human being can give them your wisdom. For you hold a huge amount of wisdom in your own body and your own energy field, whether you know it or not. And then we come up another foot to the dynamis, the spirits of action, a very active place full of motion, movement. Can you feel the movement? Again, all the things that do not need to be here are being raised up. And then we come up one more foot to the Elohim, the council of angels that oversee many, many projects in this world, who are guides to many of us. Ask for the Elohim to come to you tonight in your sleep time. They can come to you with messages in your dreams or in your waking. Ask them to sleep in a chamber of healing, healing for whatever needs to be healed in your life, whether it is physical, emotional, mental, whatever needs to be healed. And now we come up one more foot to the Archai, special angels of structure and form, for they are coming closer and closer to your body. Again, clear the space of everything that does not need to be here. And we can feel all the debris is rising from the bottom of the seraphim up to the top. And now we come to the archangels. The archangels are close to our body. They are accessible to us. You know them all. Perhaps you work with them. The Archangel Michael with his sword to cut. The Archangel Raphael with his sword to heal. The Archangel Gabriel with his swords to bless and sanctify. You can call upon them to do all those things for you and more. And we come up one more foot, and we are with the angels, those guides and friends who are with us our whole lives. For when you came into this world, down the slide, angels came with you, and they have been with you forever. Now your guides can come and go as you need, but you have an angel, at least one, who has been with you the whole time, and when you pass, will go out with you. So now we have completed the transpersonal energy forms that are below us. And you can feel the debris field around you, kind of like a tornado where it's bringing out all the debris that it has gone through. And we are going to collect it all. We're going to ask every single one of those angels that we have discussed to put it in a basket. And they will carry it to the central sun, where it will be transformed, transmuted, repurposed, and the energies used by the universe, and you are cleared of them all. You are cleared and balanced, centered, aligned, and connected with all the angelic realms beneath your feet, and healed of anything that needed to be healed. So feel what that is like. Gauge what it was like before we started and what it is like now. This should make it much easier for you to ground yourself, for you have a channel, a clear channel into Terra, into your home planet. And ask the angels every night to help you keep this channel clean and clear. Now we have reached our physical body. And we have reached what is often called the chakra system. In Egypt, they're called shenkas. It does not matter what they're called. They are vertices of power that run up your spine. There are 7 main ones, but you have over 100 in your body. And you can start to play with them as you wish. They are in many, many places that you already know about, in the palms of your hands, in your third eye, at every joint, the nodes around your head, so that when the Buddha became awakened, each one of them opened into a little lotus petal, and he had a beautiful, beautiful headdress of flowers. So now what we will do is we will go through each of the chakras. I will tone. The toning that I use is from Oren and Dabed's class on opening the light body, grading the light body, filling in the frequencies of the light body. This is a class that I took many years ago for several years, and I have found it to be very useful. I'll talk a little bit about each of the chakras after I tone, but I don't want you to get caught up with the words, because you can always look up on Google what the color is and what it does and the gland that it is responsible for. But for right now, I just want you to feel the toning and to feel that part of your body and where the energy is flowing, so that you could start opening up those channels. You can use those channels. You can again gauge what it's like to have channels that are clear. So when you start to enter into the center of this energy vortices that we will call upon, feel what it is like for you. Each one of us has a unique experience, and each one of us at any given point in time will have a unique experience. In perfection, each one of these is completely balanced, aligned, rotating smoothly and at the same space and time. But of course, we're human. And so if somebody cut you off in traffic today, somebody yelled at you today, things are going to be a little off. But this exercise is going to help you understand where exactly your momentum is, where your balance point is, so that you can come back to it easily without having to think about it too much. So it's almost as if you are working on your energy still point. Once you know what it is, you can come back to it in a minute. Just snap your fingers and you're back to it. So again, take a couple of deep breaths and center into the body and feel where this energy channel is that's just in front of your spine, in the middle of your body. I will tone first a couple of times. I'll talk a little bit about the chakra. When I do that, I want you to feel it, to feel where it is connected, And as we go through them, to find the relationship of one to the next, so that you can start to build not only each individual vortices, but also the whole. So take a deep breath, center yourself. New real. New real. We are at the root. It is red. It is the letter C. It is stability and power. It is your foundation. It is safety and security. Because of its location, it affects your hips, your legs, the base of your spine, your rectum, your bones, and the structure of your spine. It also affects your gonads. And emotionally, it is grounding, it is safety. This is where you might experience fear or lack of support. Feel what your root is like right now. If there's something that needs to be adjusted, use your intuition to bring to it what it needs. Take a note if there's something that is deficient that perhaps you need to work on later. This is where a lot of inner child work will be done and will be rooted in your root. Breathe in and feel the quality of this chakra. New year. And breathe out with some force, breathing out everything that does not need to be in the root. And then breathe in and breathe in opportunity for everything that you do need to come into your life. Note if this is something that you need to come back to later. For almost all of us have some issues with our root. But it needs to be strong because it is what's holding you up. And we breathe in and we breathe out. And now we come to our sacral chakra, located just a few inches below your belly button. A very important place. And you can feel from the vibration of the toning that this is like a little ball that blows up and sends out little sparks from the center out as the sound is made. Or this is an area of sexuality, of sensuality, and creativity. It is a very powerful place in your body. This is where your sahu is, a sacred furnace that you stoke for your kundalini and for the energy that runs your body. It is orange. It is the letter D. It is your uterus, your reproductive body, your urinary tract, your blood sugar, your adrenals, your intestines, important parts of your body. Your adrenals particularly. If there are issues health-wise with you, you need to look at this area and work on it. Emotionally, it is also a very fragile area for it deals with trust and intimacy, relationships. Again, inner child work of how you as a child defined your life, how you saw your life. You can come back here and rectify lots and lots of issues that perhaps need to be addressed. So while we are here and we are near the sacral cauldron, where your kundalini is curled up before it straightens up and goes up your spine, feel what it is like. The kundalini is often depicted as a snake. I see it sort of as a volcano. It cannot really be controlled, but you can create positivity in this area and use it for creative outreach. And so fill your cauldron with the energy that is coming into you now from the white light of the universe that comes down through your crown and is broken up into every color of the rainbow and comes back down into the sacred cauldron where it mixes, keeping each unique color, but also turning into the white as it rises up through your body, cleansing, clearing, and then emerges back up through the top of your head. If you have not experienced Kundalini rising, it is an important part of your spiritual practice. As you become more open to your energy and the flows, it will become more active in your life. And once that becomes the case, you will actually enjoy it and wonder how in the world did you live without it running through you every moment of the day. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathing out everything that you do not need in the sacral area and breathing in the opportunity for everything to come to you that as you need it, as you want it, as you wish it. And how is it beginning to feel in these areas? Do you feel a slight pulsation, a tide of energy as it goes back and forth in your chakra and out of your chakra? In through the front, out through the back, in through the back, out through the front. Don't ignore your back. The back is very important for expression, for transparency, so you do not hide things. You want to be honest with yourself, a very, very difficult thing to do. But if you're going to awaken, you need to have a light body that is clear and bright and pure. And that means true to yourself, whoever you are. Oh, so now we come to the solar plexus in the middle of your body. A very powerful place. This is where your ego resides. The ego, unfortunately, has taken a bad rap. It's actually a pretty nice fellow. It is who you are. It is who you have developed over time. You've put a lot of effort into developing this ego. And so honor it. Talk to it. Make it your buddy and your friend and take it on your spiritual ride with you. Do not leave it behind. Leo. Leo. Yellow in color. The note E. The function is how you define yourself, your self-esteem, your willpower. Your gut instinct is here. And it is because of the gut that you are also tied to your physical body through this ego, through this solar plexus area. It is looking after your stomach, your liver, your digestive system, your kidneys, your gallbladder. A lot of things are hidden in this liver and the gallbladder that need to be cleared. I went through this a couple of years ago. It was not pleasant. but it helps you to explore your physical body and how it is expressing itself. Your body does not lie to you. You need to listen to its messages. There are several books out that are very good at that. It's almost a glossary of if this is your symptom, then this is your problem. And it really helps you get through the physical issue. Dealing with your pancreas. Obviously, a lot of issues here with blood sugar, with energy, with the balance of your body and the balance of your physicality. Emotionally, it has to do with your energy, perfection, confidence. An unhealthy ego is an unhappy ego. And so here again, inner child work was very helpful to talk about the ego and how you define yourself as a human being, as the individual you are right now, and help you to start getting to those subconscious issues, problems, desires that have been clogging you and your life up forever. And because they're subconscious, they're really hard to get to. But if you can work with your whole system and with the solar plexus energy, you can begin to start breaking up that, and which is what we're doing today. As we did before, we're taking up the dross, we're taking up the dirt and the debris, and we're going to get rid of it at the end of this exercise so that everything is clearer to you, and things that were subconscious are now becoming conscious, which means that you may feel things that you didn't feel before. Not necessarily pleasant things, but they are staring at you. They're coming to your attention so that you can get rid of them. They are a gift. They are a blessing. Take it as that. Any difficulty you have, any little speed bump, tell it, I release you now. I release you now. I release you now. You do not need to know about it. You do not need to psychoanalyze it. You just need to look at it, objectify it, and release it. So now breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in opportunities and breathe out the things you do not need. Breathe out again. I feel like a lot of people hold a lot of tension in the solar plexus. So breathe it out so that you can relax your muscles. When you relax into your energies, you would be surprised at how much instinctive wisdom comes to you. You do not need to take courses. You do not need to look out. Just look in. Inside of you is everything you ever need to know. And now we come to the heart. The wonderful, wonderful heart. Now, the energy of the heart is a little bit different because it's more like a baffle. It's more like going into a restaurant, one of those doors that go round and round and round, where if you don't get out in time, you go back out and around. So it's like a baffle. So the energies come in and they're strong and they're almost vertical in nature, coming around and around and around. And it is absolutely huge. For a lot of things reside in your heart. Run the visualize walking through that turnstile with the wind of the heart around you, propelling you forward. Run the green in nature, but so many different flavors of green, for this is where the Blessed Mother resides, in the green pink area of the heart, where the Archangel Raphael resides, where the Master Hilarion resides, where the big green guy, Father Nature, resides. Many greens of different colors, for this is where love resides, and love can be reflected in many, many things, in many, many ways. It is the note F. It is your life force, your growth, and it is nature. Nature flows through your heart. In your body, this area is responsible for your heart, your lungs, your breasts, your esophagus and ribs, your thymus gland. Again, very important parts of your physicality. Emotionally, obviously, this is a very important part for human beings. This is where you define love for yourself and for others. Something we do not do very well. Define love for yourself first before you look at others. These are your emotions, and obviously they are tied to the sacral area also. It is compassion, hope, and peace. This is also where grief enters, and sometimes your heart wants to close down, but don't allow it to do that. Your heart is always open. Sometimes you talk to people who are new on their journey, and they say that they have to shut their heart down because they can't stand being around other people or being around crowds. As a light worker, you spend your time building your heart, opening your heart, bringing the light to your heart. Do not deny other people the joy of being near you. Open your heart to them. Let them feel it. Let them feel you. They cannot harm you. They cannot take anything away from you. For your heart is not like a pie where little pieces are taken off. It is like a furnace that exists forever and ever and only grows larger and bigger and gives to everyone. Gives freely and gives forever. And here's another very important part of your physicality and your spiritual structure. It is your heart of hearts. It is a chamber where all those of compassion and love reside. All the masters come here and visit you in your heart of hearts, and the entrance is through the back of your heart. So you want to always keep that open. Kuan Yin, the mistress of compassion, comes into the space. Let her and the Mother Mary live with you always. And feel them right now, for they are in your chamber of the heart of hearts. And the Buddha is here. And Yeshua is here. And bring here all those guides and masters that you work with or that you would like to work with. Babaji, Shiva, all the cultures of the world see these same energies, but call them different things. For the energy is just that. It is the harp string of energy. It has no form except for the string of vibration that it exudes throughout the universe. And everyone will see that and feel that differently. Every one of you sees and feels that differently. So don't be afraid to clean your harp string and play it often and adjust it if you think it needs to be adjusted. For it is yours. It is the reflection of the cosmos in you and you in the cosmos. Feel the chamber vibrating. Feel all the chambers of your heart vibrating. It is always in motion. Let it dance for you and let yourself dance within your chamber. And breathing out, breathing in. feeling this energy center growing and vibrating, and enjoying the feeling, because so many energies live in here with you and nurture you and guide you and comfort you and support you. You are never alone. When we breathe out, when we breathe in, and we will stay here for a moment, enjoying the motion of the heart. Now we rise up to our throat, to the energy that exists in the throat area. Often with people, it is smaller than the other chakras because we have a hard time expressing ourselves. Heaven knows we have a hard enough time figuring out what it is that we want to express and who we are. And then we have this extra speed bump of an inability to communicate fully and honestly for fear of reciprocal actions on others' parts that is perhaps not positive to us, a fear of hurting people's feelings, being self-confident is what will get you through some of these issues. And so we're going to build the throat chakra today so that it will become as big as your heart. It's probably never been that big, but this is where you're going to communicate with each other, with your relationships, with the universe, with your higher self. Your higher self cannot express itself through you unless your throat chakra is open and flowing. It is like feathers coming out of the center, feathers reaching out like undulating waves going from your body out into the universe, kind of like skipping a stone on a pond, and the ripples go out forever as you communicate and you talk and you express yourself. It is seen as blue with the tone of G, and it is self-expression, creativity, and song. This is your divine truth. You may not know it, but you have a divine truth that needs to be expressed. If it is blocked, it creates a great deal of harm in your physicality, in your emotional and mental bodies, and in your spiritual construct. So you need to take a look at this area very carefully and with honesty and decide, am I speaking and expressing my divine truth every moment of every day? You have a choice. Are you making the choice that is correct for you? It is your larynx, your vocal cords, your tongue, your neck, and the base of your skull and your shoulders. This is an area that we tend to harbor a lot of stress in. And so by working on this area as part of the rest of your spiritual energy system, you will be able to clear, center, balance yourself, ground your throat, ground your truth in Terra and in your saw, which is your central core The saw is like your staff. It goes wherever you go. It is strong. It will support you, and it will support your truth. It is the thyroid gland. And again, inner child work can help you express your true self. And expressing yourself in many different modalities. Each one of us is unique. You may have the gift of writing, of painting, of dancing, of mime. Who knows how you are going to express yourself? What worked when you were a child may be different. Reinvent yourself every day and take a look at your throat and how it is expressing itself to other people and then also to yourself. So an exercise that is very helpful is simply to hum. If you don't know how to sing, you don't want to sing, hum. Vibrate your nasal cavities, your throat, your head. Start to make the bones work for you so that they can become comfortable in expressing the words that are going to come out of your mouth. Singing in the shower is very nice. If you use affirmations, say your affirmations out loud. Say them in front of a mirror. A nice exercise to do daily is to simply look in the mirror, even if it's only for 30 seconds. Look deeply into your eyes. And after a month, I guarantee that the eyes that you are looking at are going to be different. You're going to be inviting your higher self in. That higher self, which is going to express itself through your throat and through words. And how unique are human beings for being able to create words that come out in a meaningful way and communicate with other people. And you communicate with your animals also. And you communicate with the plants and with rocks and everything that you think is not sentient, but is actually sentient at some level. Your higher self exists at many different levels. It expresses itself in fractals. The body that you are in is only one of many fractals. So you can start through the throat and the idea of communication, finding out how else does your higher self express itself. Are you a dragon? Are you a fairy? Are you a unicorn? Are you a galactic being? Are you all those things at one time? Most likely you are. And so you can start to explore and find out what else is there out there that the cosmos has to offer you. Do not limit yourself to what you experience now or what you think is real at this moment of time. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing out everything that does not need to be here in your throat area. Breathing in all the opportunities for self-expression at the highest divine level. Trail. And feel what it is like to have your throat activated. You can feel it growing larger. Perhaps it is getting lighter and less dense, less like a nut and more like a large bubble of a balloon. Feel what it is like to free yourself and express yourself. And since you're all muted, just go ahead and sing and make any noise that you wish to make and feel what it is like when you go over the speed bump that used to be an impediment to your self-expression, for it is no longer there. So now we come to the brow chakra, located in the middle of your head. A very important place. It It exists in a lot of artwork as a beautiful third eye. And it really is an eye. And when you do that exercise of looking in the mirror, you are going to start to see your third eye become active. And you're going to see a difference. When I say see, we all have different kinds of senses. Some of us rely on the ears, the eyes, the nose, the senses of touch. Whatever it is, you are going to be able to sense a movement in your third eye from here on out. Encourage it, grow it. It is a place of wisdom, of insight, astral projection into different worlds, a way to communicate with your guides. Paia! It is powerful. These are like swords coming out of your third eye into the cosmos, like shooting darts out. Paia! Purple in color, the tone of A. It is your vision, your physical vision, your insight. It is how you can communicate with your higher self and with your guides, who I would encourage you to start communicating with more frequently and having real conversations with them. It is looking after your brain, your skull, your eyes, your nose, your sinuses, your pituitary gland, a very important part of your body, obviously. This is where you begin to develop insights into your life. Again, inner child work will open this up for you to find out what is it that you have experienced that needs perhaps to be loved, forgiven, developing insights that you may not even know that you have. They may surprise you. Because of the purple nature, Saint Germain is very active in this area with his healing rays. Each one of our chakras has a master of the rays associated with it. Get to know them. Alice Jones has a class coming up that's going to be very instructive for you. It will familiarize you with each of the rays, with the Lord of that ray, with the Lord of the chakra, how you can help them help you. They can become your best buds. So in the third eye, this is the chalice of the awakened eye. The chalice that holds the cosmic elixir of divine truth, of divine knowledge. It is sort of like the Holy Grail. If you can visualize a beautifully jeweled chalice in the middle of your head, full of all the wisdom running over it down through your body. Open up the nodes that exist at the top of your head. Go up, up, up into the ether, into the cosmic areas of wisdom, and open them up. Wanda sees them as spigots, and open them. They will flow down into your chalice where they will be collected and you can use them. Every day, rise up and find a spigot that needs to be turned on or needs to be opened more, and enjoy the energy of it flowing down through you and around you. You are becoming a magical individual using all of this energy that is inherent in you. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing out all the things that you do not need in your third eye, things that were blocking you, veils that you can lift. Open to the possibility, breathe in the possibilities of all the veils falling down at your feet, like the petals of a flower. They were there for a purpose. You do not need them anymore, for you are now spiritually strong and brave, and you can see through the veils. Paia! Feeling the strength of your chalice that is overflowing with the wisdom of the ages. This is for you. You are worthy of it. You are worthy of it. And now we come up to the crown, the top of our head. A very sensitive area in the body. It is an energy that is shaped like a disc that undulates back and forth, that covers the top of your head. Feel the disc moving back and forth, getting smaller and larger, sitting on the top of your head. It is white, and yet it is indigo. It is the letter B. It is looking at physicality of your brain, but also it is the area that is going into the higher cosmic consciousness. And so there are layers that begin here. There are facets that begin here, and there are themes that go up to your spigots. It is beyond the ego, and it is a communication switch that you can turn on, turn more fully on, so that you can communicate with the cosmos. It links your body, your 3D body, to the divine, and it is very linked into your central nervous system. You have so many nervous systems for different parts of your body, your enteric, your vagus, to name two, and they go with your meridian system, but it is also taking your energy and moving it through your body. Looking at your pineal gland, you want to open this up also so that your pituitary and your pineal are both open and functioning and moving. You can feel them spinning, and they will physically open for you, and you will be able to see the beyond through the veils that are no longer there. It is the 1,000-petal lotus that I mentioned earlier, that blooms when the Buddha becomes active in you. This is where you can learn about your life mission, that you can start to explore deeper wisdom. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, all the possibilities for wisdom, for divine knowledge to seep into you at a pace where you can absorb it. The ability of your body to start to create a new physical light body that will hold the energies that are coming in right now on this planet, so that you can use them fully and completely and safely with comfort. Feel the throbbing of your crown as it begins to open, as you begin to accept the divine nature of your being. For as I mentioned, the energies of the earth are changing, In the past, we thought we had to climb a mountain. All paths go to the top of the mountain, was the saying, so that you could get there regardless of what cultural background or religious track you took. But that implied work and a trek and Sherpas and luggage. But now you can walk to the river. You can see the other side of this small river. And there are boats tied to the bank. You can get in a boat and let the river and its current take you to the ocean of oneness. There is no work. There is no effort. You just lay back in the boat and let the current take you. Just relax into the energies that you are experiencing now and that you will experience every moment for the rest of your life. Breathing in and breathing out. Rana-re. And now there is one final energy to link them all together. It is the fire mist fountain that starts below your feet and runs up through all of your chakras, up through the top of your head, creating a flow of fireworks that flow down around your body, creating a dome of light. You can visualize it as water. You can visualize it as fire. It comes down and creates a pool within which you stand, and then it is sucked back up through your chakras and back out, so that it is a toroidal energy field that comes up and around you, up and around you, up and around you. It creates a portal of a stargate that connects you to all the energies, known and unknown. The galactic come here. Your starseed families come here. It is called the Felonia. It is the star of your head linked to the star below your feet. Felonia. Feel the energy as it flows up from below your feet up to above your head and back down again, creating that toroidal field as it goes around and around. It should be smooth. Everything has been cleared. It takes everything that we have taken out of our chakras, makes them aligned and balanced and cleared and centered throughout your chakra system, up through the top of your head, and it energizes all your subtle energy bodies. We have not talked about these, but as you know, they are subtle energy bodies that go from your core and emanate out in a horizontal fashion. And the physical chakra system is clear. It is energized. It is palpitating. I know you can all feel it. Gauge what that feels like. This is where you want to be and to go every day in your spiritual practice. We will stay here for a few minutes, and then we will go to the transpersonal chakras that are above your head, so that we can completely clear and clean your harp string that traverses the universe, that you ride on uniquely. And it is composed of every experience, every life, every thought every emotion, everything that you've ever done, wished you'd done, rude, it's all there on that one note. And you can tune it and make it better, make it lighter, make it more divine. That is your power as a human being. So breathing out and breathing in. Feeling the area above your head very open and very clear. So we have a clear channel going up into the angelic realms again, calling upon our angels to clear our dragon cord and link us to the highest energy possible at this moment in time. We will go to the 12th dimension, where the Elohim reside, where many of our star families reside, where we can reside. Not full time yet, but we can reach it, and we can feel it, and we can sense it, and we can now know fully and with confidence that one day this is where we will be, and we will call it home. But for now, we come to that energy center just a foot above our head, where the angels reside, and the angels move and clear this energy. And you can sit in this space and ponder the universe. It is just above your crown. Some people call it the star chakra. It doesn't matter what you call it, but just find that sweet spot and come back to it and reside there, perhaps before you go to bed, and take a look at all the angels and what they show you, and ask in your sleep to go to these places and become educated. For there are many universities out at the nodes of the etheric mesh of the net that is held by the netters of Egypt, like a trampoline that you can jump on and go up and down and learn. And you will always be caught, and you will always be supported. And breathe in and breathe out, and anything in this area that does not need to be there, as before, becomes like dust, becomes like a cloud of dust hanging in this energy field. And we bring in all the possibilities to make this area just as the highest vibration as possible. And we go to the next foot, where the archangels reside. The archangels who we met earlier, they are all still here. They are with you always. They have nowhere to go but to be with you and near you, for that is their mission in life. And there are many of them, and you can do research and find those who are perhaps more in tune with you, that you would like to learn from. They are wise and very approachable, much more approachable than the rest of the angels we will talk to, because they're so close to your body. They are within your subtle energy body field. When breathing in, possibilities, and breathing out, any debris that wishes to be released right now. Just relax into it. Don't think about what's being released. It will go. For you have reached a level now where any lower vibration cannot exist in your field, and so it will leave you. We go one more foot up above the top of our head to the archive, to those beautiful, beautiful etheric beings who flow around you like anchovies flying through the water. They're in their element, and they are creating movement for you to use, movement for you to use up into the heavens. And again, anything that does not need to exist in this swirling energy is thrown off and possibilities come in. The Ashia and other star seeds who are new to this earth come in with complete love and compassion. And we go up one more foot above our heads, closer, closer to the divine. And we meet the Elohim. The Elohim, the large group of master angels who guide humanity in so many different ways. You can go to them and ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for instruction. All you need to do is ask. None of these angels can do anything for you unless you ask. And your prayers are more powerful than anything you could ever think of. And one more foot, we come to the dynamis, those spirits of action, spirits of movement. They get things done. These are the guys you want to talk to when you have goals, when you have aspirations, and you want to have meaning in your life and purpose. They will help you achieve it. And one more foot up, we come to the angels of wisdom. They are Keratis. The wisdom of God in this layer above your head. And then one more layer, a foot above them, are the thrones. The thrones who move like the rustling wind at the base of the altar of God. Always moving. These are the ones that make the noise in the Bible. And one more foot up, we come to the cherubim. These are not cute little angels. These are very powerful spirits. None of these are actually what you think they are. They are simply wisps of energy that you attribute humanness to. We think of them as a body with hair, with a robe, but no, they are a harp string of sound, of vibratory energy that resonates in the universe, just like you. When they look at you, they don't see a human being. They see a harp chord that resonates. That's what you are to them. You make them human, but they are not. And finally, we come to the seraphim, the highest, most developed of the beings in the spiritual hierarchy. Up at the top, about 10 feet above your head. And they complete that part of your cord that we are dealing with today. Your cord goes on forever in both directions. But for now, think of taking all the debris and packaging it up into that basket, which the angels will fly to the central sun, where it will be transformed, transmuted, its energy repurposed. And you are healed. You are healed completely in all ways, in all dimensions. Think what that feels like. We have taken a cloth and we have gone up your harp string and we have cleared it. And now the sound that it makes is pure as it has ever been. So visualize what that feels like. Feel that in every way that you can feel. Because this is what you want your energy structure to be like at all times. And it is possible with spiritual attention. Intent is all you need. Relax in the intent that you will keep your cord pure and clear, and you will watch what you do and what you say and what you feel. And when your mind strays, you will ask it to come back because you love every part of you. Every part of you is doing the best it can for you, and you will understand that. And you will ratchet it up and you will uplift everything step by step as you get closer and closer to your divine nature. So that is enough for today. There are many things that can be studied, but for now, feel good that you have cleared yourself, that you are aligned and balanced and connected with the all that is. So breathing in and out, feel your body as you come back into it. Feel if it feels different to you. And hopefully it does, and you like what it feels like. So if you have anything that you would like to say or share, please do so now. You can raise your hand, and Donna, you can unmute people if they would like to say anything. It was lovely being here with all of you, and I could feel your energy, and I think you all worked really nicely together.
It's so nice to see you and hear you. And I came in a little bit late. And I know you practice modality that I'm not familiar with, but isn't it Egyptian?
Yes.
That's what
a lot of it is.
Yeah. Well, I love you, and it's great to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Teresa, you were magnificent. As all I kept thinking of is what a whiz, what a whiz. Short for wizard.
Well, we're all wizards. We're all wizards. And I think this year is going to be a year of magic. So do not be scared of your power. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. I really think that is true.
Oh, well, it was magnificent. It was absolutely magnificent. Thank you so much.
And your class is going to be wonderful too. I think that this is perfect to have people get familiar with the rays and the lords of the rays. And then the structure behind that. So it's important to
know. It was a perfect segue into that. Thank you. Thank you.
Teresa, that was absolutely awesome.
Hello, Joyce.
Absolutely awesome. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, good. Well, I hope that you, whatever it was that connected with you, that you grow it. Keep growing it and nurturing it. And don't be afraid of it.
Thank you.
So I hope that the people we put in our prayer felt that, and that helps them with some of the issues that they are dealing with. Being human is very difficult at times, and we all need each other's help and love.
Yeah.
So Douglas, are you with us, or you still have your eyes closed?
I am here.
Okay, you are there. Good.
It was your embodiment and modeling that was so amazing. So it was, I feel terrific. I'm just vibrating. So just, I can't even describe it. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, good. We all vibrate. So you might as well choose how you vibrate. If you don't, you kind of go to the lowest possible denominator, and that's not where you want to be.
It was like the when you started from below working up, I felt it as like frets on a guitar as you climbed those. That's what it kind of felt like, and then it just resonated up. It was amazing.
You can also use tuning forks to achieve something like this, if any of you have tuning forks. To you know, get a nice vibration going, and working with the body. There are a couple of websites that sell some very nice quality
quality forks.
I think what brought it all together, well, when you showed the harp and then you, in the beginning, I think that's what helped with the visualization and the feeling of those strings going upward and connecting above and below. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was a powerful visual and audible aid, among other things.
Yeah, because you can go through and play either the tuning forks, or I know you play the guitar, you can play music with the different tones and different notes for your chakras to support them and to help them open. So, you know, you're doing a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then you're opening it all up. And I'm not a musical whiz, but you know, if you are, that's a very helpful way to help your body open up and heal.
Hello, Teresa. It's Barbara. It's
Hello,
so nice
Barbara.
to see people I haven't seen in a while. I want to thank you, and I just feel like getting on a dragon and going for a ride.
Well,
From one of the other classes, every once in a while I get on my dragon, and I will be doing this again too. Thank you very much.
oh, you're welcome. Yes, the dragon cord is very significant at this juncture in time, and obviously it's the year of the dragon. So ride your dragon. Everybody has a dragon. It comes in different colors. There's an archetype in Egypt for the black, the white, and the red dragon, and they each have their own creative purpose in life. So and the dragon may be one of the fractals that your higher self expresses itself as. And so you can go up high to the seraphim up there at the top of your head and get on your dragon and explore the universe. Who says you can't? Okay, so lovely people. It was wonderful seeing you all. Thank you very, very much. And
So
blessings to all of you.
so wonderful. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, Donna, for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Donna. And thank you, Teresa.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Alice.